What's up guys, LeopoldTheBrave here, and today's video is going to be about paint jobs in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, coming up with fun new ideas for paint jobs they could implement in the future. Yup, this is the point we're at now in my Crash content, talking about paint jobs. But you know, I think it'd be a fun, interesting topic to talk about. I have plenty of ideas. Now before I get started, I do want to address microtransactions as they've just recently been announced. I'll go more in depth in a later video, but for now I just want to say, please keep supporting the game. Buy the game if you don't have it already, keep playing it if you do have it, just let Activision know that you're not happy. Don't take away support from all these artists and designers and programmers who had nothing to do with this decision. There's so much talent behind the game and their efforts do not deserve to go unnoticed. So if you don't like microtransactions, don't buy them, just continue to play the game as normal and let them know that you're not happy. But now that serious time is done, let's get into happy times and come up with some fun paint job ideas. There's already 70 paint jobs in the game, with more to come in the following Grand Prix. They've used all the solid colors you can think of, and they're mixing and matching colors. And you know that eventually they're going to run out of color combinations. However, there are a couple paint jobs in the game that unlock the potential I saw within the paint jobs, and pretty much led to the creation of this video. There are the Relic paint jobs. Sure, they have standard color combinations, blue and red, gold and red, white and red, but they're covered in this neat chrome texture that reflects things like a mirror. Then there's also these really shiny, cool looking iridescent colors. And last but not least, the electron colors, which not only make the secondary colors glow, but they also add this unique texture to the black part. So one neat idea I had that kind of plays into all of that I mentioned in a previous video were glow-in-the-dark paint jobs. You know, a typical combination of colors, but once you go in a dark area, they start glowing and light up, or maybe just the decal part lights up. Maybe they'll stay the same color when they light up, or they'll change different colors, who knows? Another idea I mentioned in the same video were aura paints. Paints that make your cart radiate this ghostly fog. I came up with that one in the same video where I had Halloween Grand Prix speculation. I think it'd be a super cool way to make your cart look all eerie and spooky for Halloween. Just don't go overboard with the aura effects so people can actually tell what you're doing. But now on to totally new ideas that I haven't mentioned before in any other video. One of which are clear or see-through paints. Admit it, one of the coolest parts of our childhoods were getting see-through things. Game Boys where you could see the inside of it, controllers where you could see all the wires and mechanisms through the plastic. I think it would be super cool to get some see-through paints. Of course it would be ridiculous to remodel every cart to have all their mechanisms and engines underneath, so I don't see them going that detailed with it, but just see-through stuff in general would be really cool. Another neat idea I had were digital paints, where basically the paint turns your cart into an LED screen, and then it flashes or lights up whenever something happens. Like when you go over a boost, it could flash green, when you get hit by an item, it could flash red, or when you're in the air, it could change colors on how big of a boost you're gonna get when you hit the ground. I think that would be super neat. Maybe they could even make it so the decals are the only part that light and flash up when stuff happens. The next idea is textured paints. You know how like the black parts of the electron paints have this rough grainy looking surface, like the cloth of a microphone cover or the bumps of a speaker? I figured they could take that one giant leap further. Just make all kinds of different textures and have different colors of each. Make a car look like it's completely made out of wood, or Legos, or metal. They could even combine this with other paint ideas I had, like texture ideas plus the aura idea. Make a cloud paint job with a white, fluffy, soft-looking texture and then little puffs of clouds coming out as the aura. There's a bunch of much simpler ideas I have too, like sparkly paints or color cycling paints. Even some of the decals in the game could work as paints themselves. There's one cart that has a camouflage decal, a striped decal, and they could all be used as paints for all the other carts. But going back to the digital paints, there's another idea I thought of mid-recording this. These videos are all improv, I don't write scripts for these things, but maybe I should at least jot down some points? Anyways, going back to the digital paints, another idea I thought of is, instead of having things flash, reacting to stuff that happens, instead they could just display a moving image like a radiating fire or a storm. I know a lot of these ideas so far seem like they'd make decals impossible to use, but Oxide's hovercraft exists, which makes tires unable to use, so I think it's fine. And then my final idea is to have the ability to create your own paint jobs. Obviously you wouldn't be able to add the electron or iridescent textures to them because that would kind of defeat the purpose of buying them, but getting to choose your own color combinations would still be pretty neat because there are some that are still missing, or even some that are already there may not even be in your preferred tone. For instance, one of my favorite color combinations is blue and yellow, and there are 2 different blue and yellows in the game. However, none of them use the tone of blue that I like. So I think it'd be a pretty fun idea to have the ability to edit the colors. Saturate and desaturate them, brighten or darken the hues, etc. But those are all the paint job ideas I can think of for the game for now. I may brainstorm later and come up with a bunch more and make a second video, but for now this is all that comes to mind. Let me know if there are any other videos you'd like me to do like this, for example one on tires. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Leopold the Brave, out.